Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Locked Down with Nick on Come On Now, the podcast, baby. This is what we're doing this week. NFL is in week 2. We're starting power rankings every week. Top 10 teams that we got going that are playing well right now. That's what we're gonna mention. Only the top 10 teams of this power ranking. We'll mention a couple of teams that's on the outside looking in, but it's strictly for the top 10 teams. The rest of it, pretty much irrelevant because that's the predicament you put your team in at this point of the season. So, this is Nick's Power Rankings for the NFL, baby. We're back in it. We had an interesting week, too. Wow. On the outside looking in, Dallas Cowboys can't stop a nosebleed. Another year of it until they get somebody like a Sean Gilbert or Vince Wilfork, somebody who could eat up a couple of players, a guard, a tackle, a guard and a center, and frees up more space for people like Michael Parsons to do what he does. They will continually get destroyed in the run game and off the ball like they do. Another team on the outside looking in, we got the Eagles, blew last night's game, didn't play well. They find a way to blow the game at the end of the game when they had the game under control. Choke, Eagles choke. In the NFC East division, two of the best teams looking weak again. Not weak, but they definitely got some holes. And then we have the Lions on the outside looking in. Didn't get the job done against the Bucks, but they're still a really, really good team. But just on the outside looking in, I got to go with these top 10 teams that have been playing well this year. Every year is different. I can't go on what happened last year completely to this year. Now, don't get me wrong. There will be a little bit of things from last year that will keep me in from keep a team up a little higher than than they probably should be at the moment, just because of their track history. I have to take that into some type of consideration. All right, so at number 10, we're going to keep it short. Minnesota Vikings, they beat the Giants, mollywopped them, punched them in the mouth real good. And then they come back and they beat the 49ers. The biggest key I got from the game, the biggest thing I draw from that game, who the heck is that referee? Somebody get him a contract ASAP. He was better than the 49ers DB. He kept up with Justin Jefferson better than them. Who is he? Get him a contract. Now, Minnesota Vikings looking good. Sam Darnold. Let's keep them at 10. At number 9, the Cardinals. Playing well. They lose one game to the Bills, but Kyler Murray has an amazing game. 98 QBR. They're a threat. If Kyler Murray's out there doing what Kyler Murray does, they're one of the toughest teams to contain, to stop because of him and everything that he brings from a strategy standpoint. How do you guard him? How do you handle him? How do you keep him in the pocket? How do you make him, be a quarterback at that short frame that he has as a quarterback, as being a 5'9", 5'8", 5'7" quarterback. But he's so dynamic with the ball that he makes them a legitimate threat this year. At number 8, the Steelers. I can't put them much higher than that. For the simple fact, I just don't believe in that offense yet. The offense is driving through a school zone. They're real cautious. They're not letting Justin Fields go out there and make mistakes. And he's not making mistakes because that defense is playing tremendous. They're giving up 8 points a game right now. So, as long as you don't turn the ball over, you give your defense a chance, and all you have to do is not lose the game for them right now. But how far can that take a team? You have to eventually be good enough on offense to get some points, or dynamic enough on offense to sustain some drives and be a threat. Can't just depend on the defense the whole time. This is not the Ray Lewis Baltimore Ravens. This is not the Steel Curtain defense. Maybe they might be, but in this day and age, you have to find a way to score some points, and they can't do it. But they do have a +5 turnover ratio right now. So that's how you win games. I don't know how far you will get like that, but you can win a lot of games. At number 7, the 49ers. I still have them above a few teams. I think that they are still the most talented team in the league. Position by position, they are talented as heck. They unfortunately don't have their running back, Debo's a little banged up as usual. They get a couple of them, their big dogs back. They get CMC back, and they're back rolling. I have to give them a little bit of credit for, what the type of talent that they have on their team and what they've been able to do the past couple of years. I can't take too much away from them because at the end of the day, we know where they will be at the end of the season. They'll be one of the top 4 or 5 teams. So I keep them at 7. They beat the Jets, lose to Minnesota in a close one. That's just what it is. At number 6, we got to roll with the Bills. Playing well. Josh Allen not doing too much. And they found another weapon, James Cook. James Cook has been phenomenal. He gives them a different element to their offense that they haven't had in a long time, where they had to depend on Josh every time to make the big play. Calm down, sit back, relax, enjoy the James Cook show because he's balling. They beat the crap out of the Dolphins. They just have their number. They come to Miami, in Buffalo, don't matter. They could play in damn Hawaii for all they care, or they could play. It don't even matter on a damn tarmac. They could play anywhere. The Buffalo Bills are ready to smash the Dolphins. They don't care where the game is going down, where the battle is being held. They're going to come out on top. That's just what it is. They look good right now. I'm going to keep them at 6. The offense is spreading the ball a little bit around. I guess when you get a little bit of a toxic behavior out your locker room, everybody's happy. You can see that. And sometimes that's all you need. The element of subtraction is sometimes the addition. And that's what it looked like for the Bills right now. At number 5, the Bucks. Ooh, Baker Mayfield is looking like a $30 million quarterback. And y'all know how I feel about quarterbacks and their pay rate. And I think nobody should be getting paid above Mahomes. And then I think after that, you should have another tier of, 45, 40 million quarterbacks, $30 million quarterbacks, 20. Then you have the Daniel Jones who should be getting $800,000. Daniel Jones caught it straight today. Well, at least somebody's catching something from him. I gotta stop it. All right. So the Bucks, you got my guy Baker Mayfield, who was written off in the league, playing really well, has the Buccaneers believing. I don't know when the last time they lost a regular season game. They have been rolling. Shout out to Baker Mayfield. At number 4, the Chargers, the second best run game in the league. The second best defense are giving up yards in the league right now. Jim Harbaugh has brought Michigan to the Chargers. He has done that. They have changed their whole offensive scheme of what it was before. My guy, Justin Herbert, we don't need you to go out there and throw 50 passes. We're going to run the ball. We're going to pound them. And they have turned into the Baltimore Ravens. They added J.K. Dobbins. They added Gus Edwards. And now they're the Baltimore Ravens. They're the best or second best run team in the league. They're handing it off. And Justin Herbert has turned into J.J. McCarthy. Well, all he has to do is just drive the Lambo. Don't wreck it. Take your time with it. You have a Lamborghini, or you got all the parts. Just don't wreck it. You have a beautiful car. Just don't wreck it. You ain't got to go too fast on the highway. You ain't got to go speeding down 199th Street like somebody did a week ago before his football game. You don't have to do that. Just take your time. Look pretty in your whip. Roll the windows down a little bit. Let them see what you're driving, because you're driving a Lamborghini. Just don't mess it up. Jim Harbaugh is doing a tremendous job over there. At number 3, Texas. The most complete team in the league. Position by position and how they're meshing together. Defense, the offense, the young kids, Stroud. They're balling. They have a legitimate chance to be a contender in the AFC. Well, they are contenders in the AFC. They will be right up there with the Chiefs when it comes down to it at the end of the year. Can they get it done with this young of a quarterback so far, even though he plays like a freaking 10-year vet? The reads he's making, the plays that he's doing for his team, the run game that they added a little bit now, they got to get their guy back healthy, Mixon. But right now, this is a well-oiled machine, and they're on pace to do something really special this season. At number 2, defending champions, the Chiefs. Only they found a way to win. That's what champions do. They find a way to win. Was I impressed? Not really, just because, you know, I don't think that Mahomes had a great game. But when you're the champs, you find a way, any means that even when it comes down to a play, the game should have been over. The Bengals should have won. All the DB had to do was attack the ball a little bit differently. He had a lot of time to size it up and make the correct play and be on perfect timing. And game's over. Bengals win. Chiefs have a loss. But that's not what happened. The defending champs, they find a way. That's what champions do, especially when you're back-to-back champions. So I'm gonna keep the Chiefs at 2 because this is a power ranking going on. What's happening this year? Not like I said a little bit of last year, but have to take in consideration of what the number 1 team is doing. The Saints are the best team in the league right now. That's what they have showed us. They're averaging 46 points a game. Carr offense. They scored every time he's out there at quarterback. That's spectacular. Alvin Kamara balling again. Granted, it was against the Cowboys defense, but those front runners are known to play defense at home. You know, they were at home and they got shellacked. That's why New Orleans Saints, after they beat the Panthers the first week, how much weight can I hold into that game? Because they got some problems going on there. But for right now, the Saints go marching in. And they are the number 1 team in Nick's Power Rankings. Lockdown with Nick. Come on now, the podcast. Y'all tell me how y'all feel. Did I get it right? I don't have to ask you, did I get it right? I know I got it right. Because if you got a problem with this list, you are wrong. You know who came up with this list? Me. I know everything about this league right now. And I can't be wrong. Because even when I'm right, even when I'm wrong, I'm right. Even when I'm right, I'm right. So right now, I'm right. This is the power rankings for this week, man. Looking forward to next week. Y'all weigh in. Y'all tell me what y'all think, how y'all feel. Did I miss somebody? Do you think somebody else should replace somebody? Should the Chiefs be number 1? Let me know. Weigh in below in the comment section. Y'all, please also hit that subscribe button. This will be a weekly power ranking, and I will be bringing it to y'all. Let me know how y'all feel. Thank you. Holla.